esta mañana con ustedes, los creadores de una película realmente maravillosa. Lo comentábamos anteriormente, que es una película que captura perfectamente bien la cultura mexicana, y es una película además en donde se denota una gran sensibilidad, una gran dignidad por la cultura mexicana. Y bueno, yo quisiera preguntarle a Lee, para empezar, ¿cómo surge la idea de hacer una película sobre el Día de Muertos?
Thank you for having us here. When we all worked on Toy Story 3 together, and when we finished Toy Story 3 and started to think about what was next, I had a few different ideas that I'd been thinking about, and one of them was the idea of telling a story that was inspired by Dia de Muertos. And I admittedly didn't understand Dia de Muertos to the degree that I do now, after spending all of these years working on this film. I was aware of the folk art and the art of Posada, and it was very interesting to me, and it struck me that I had never seen a film, animation or live action, that had told a story that was set against Dia de Muertos. And so I started talking with the core group of folks that I would prove to work on this film with, and we all had an enthusiasm for the idea, and so we started doing research in earnest, doing a lot of reading, talking to a lot of experts, and the more that I began to understand the depth of the traditions of Dia de Muertos and how it was all about family and this obligation to remember our loved ones and to pass their stories along and to never forget them. The more I learned, the more I realized that we had the potential to tell not only a very colorful and musical and entertaining story, but also a very meaningful, emotional story. And so I pitched the idea to John Lasseter. He was very excited about it, wanted us to move on that idea, and within a few weeks, we all got on a plane and came down, actually here to Morelia, and began what proved to be many lengthy research trips down to Mexico, where we traveled all over the country to just immerse ourselves in the traditions and spend time with families and have them share their lifestyle, their traditions, and just the beauty of their day-to-day lives, so that we could incorporate all of those feelings into the film.
Una pregunta para Darla. Hemos estado escuchando los comentarios de Lee sobre todos estos viajes que tuvieron que hacer. Tú como productora, me gustaría que nos platicaras cómo fue tu trabajo en estos años, de qué manera colaboraste y de qué manera te llegaste a compenetrar en la cultura mexicana.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. So as producer, my biggest part of my job is to do my very best to make sure the director's vision can get up on the screen. And so luckily I work with these amazing talents, and it's my enormous good fortune that personally I got to work on this film, because I love this country so much and I'm so interested in this entire holiday. So I got to work alongside with Lee, and as the producer, we just help strategize. We bring down the teams and the artists, and we work on all the music and the casting, and just in every way support the director's vision alongside with them both and the entire gigantic creative team at Pixar.
Una pregunta que es quizá muy ingenua de mi parte, pero yo siempre escucho que para hacer una película animada de esta envergadura, de este tamaño, se necesita un equipo de centenares o son miles de personas las que trabajan aquí.
Yeah, we had a team of about 500 people that got credited on this movie. Over the course, we had about 100 animators, many artists, many people in story, and and lots of technical people. And they're all artists, and everybody was very, very passionate. And it's extraordinarily, extraordinarily collaborative. I mean, you have to really, really enjoy working with a lot of people. And luckily at Pixar, the majority of our team is just the best of the best. And then it's the job of the directors to really, with all of these people working on the movie, continue to have the vision and coalescing that vision into a singular body of art, a singular movie.
Una pregunta para Adrián. Tuve la oportunidad de platicar contigo hace unos meses en el Museo de Frida Kahlo y me acuerdo que me comentaste que tú habías tenido una educación artística por parte de tu familia, de parte de tu madre, si bien recuerdo, que tuvo mucha confianza en que tú desarrollaras una carrera como artista y también teniendo una familia mexicana. ¿Cómo fue para ti personalmente todo este proceso y ver concretado esta obra maestra realmente de Pixar?
Thank you very much. So much of my passion for this film comes from the fact that I come from a family who has been very supportive of art and who has, there's what's been great about working on this film is having the opportunity to reflect on the things that family gives you. And in my case, I had parents who were both in the dental profession by trade, but my mother was always very artistic. She painted, she does beautiful pastel and oil painting, and a lot of it is scenes of Mexico and scenes of her family. And so when I was growing up and I wanted to pursue art, I had that person in my corner who was saying, yes, foster this talent, express yourself. And, thinking of those experiences, thinking of the traditions and the support that your family gives you became a really crucial part in developing this story because you want to convey that feeling of when you have a talent, so much depends on the people who are there to support you. So I leaned a lot on that experience in order to create a family that felt interesting, to create a conflict of personal artistic desire versus family support. And those are the things that as artists we want to dig down deep and find something personal to be able to put on screen.